Hello and welcome to the Different Woman Show Then Sell podcast. I am your favorite host, Sandra, the Different Woman. Mhm. Of course, I'm happy to be back here again because I get a chance to simplify the concept of making money as a woman in business, utilizing technology, and of course, with the bias for women who are service providers. Mhm. So we started this series about storytelling because there is no sales without stories. People buy people, and of course, people buy stories. Yes, we've talked about the hook. You get the attention of your client. We've talked about the body, crafting the body of your message, your your story. And of course, today we're going to be focusing on how to end your story. So remember how we described, taking your client up to the climax of their emotions. Today we want to make them exhale. How do you get them, to sign that check, to swipe that card? Because now they're feeling like, yes, you get it, you understand it, you are the one, you already got yourself in the door. Now you've established yourself as the authority. Well, you need to get paid. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. How do you end that story? How do you get your client to take action? Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, we should understand three things. Yes, about storytelling. Storytelling is focused on doing three things for you. Number one, to generate leads. When we talk about generating leads, this is attracting your ideal client. So that's one. Number two, to nurture your ideal client. So your client right now comes in the door and probably they are not ready to buy. Because in advertising, we talk about how you might not make sales on the first offer, right? You need to advertise, promote, because your client might not buy on the first advertisement, but they might buy on the 7th or 10th or 15th, right? You need to nurture them. You need to be stuck in their minds. Whenever they think about taking action, you are the first to come to their mind. So how do you do that? Through your stories, okay? So, storytelling one is to attract your ideal client. Number two, to nurture them, to make sure that you are top on their mind whenever they think about taking action. And then three, to convert your client to sales, or your lead to sales, of course, to make your client take action to pay for your services. Now you need to understand what level you are at your business or with your client to be able to tell the right stories. But of course, the principles are the same when you need to tell those stories. Be it a pitch, be it your emails, be it your post on social media, your stories need to be consistent. They need to carry the same set of principles that we have listed here for you to be able to, one, attract, two, nurture, and three, convert. So keep that in mind while telling your stories. Know where you are at as a business owner in your business and where you are at with your client so that you can tell the right stories to the right client. All right. Now that that is out of the way, how do we end the story? So you started from building the hook, you got in the elevator with your client, and you were able to get them to give you an appointment to come meet them in their office. And then you got to, crafting your story. You've been able to tell them about the cause of the problem and the effects of those problems. And now they trust you, to a point that now they feel like they know you and they feel like, yes, you are an authority now. But hey, your client is still holding their breath. They're waiting for you to tell them what next to do. You want to take action. So the same scenario of being on the road with your dream guy or dream girl, meeting them somewhere, meeting them at the mall, meeting them anywhere, right? You've complimented each other and you feel like, yes, the chemistry is there. The next thing you want to do is book a next meeting, right? Hey, I want to see you. So let's exchange numbers, let's exchange emails, let's get to meet. Some people even take it further, like there and then instantly they go to look for probably an eatery or something to sit down and converse and just get the meeting going, the relationship going. There is no time to waste time. So the same thing with your business. There is no time to waste time, but you need to come solid. You need to come prepared. Okay. And when you're coming prepared, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about coming with a clear purpose. So when you were getting your client's attention, right? You were trying to court them. You were trying to get their attention. You were doing a lot. What was at the back of your mind? What was the result you were hoping for? Make sure that that is very clear. So that by the time you get to this point, you can easily, without doing you are easily going to say it with all the confidence that you have, because now you have established yourself as an authority. So put that seal on it, put that stamp on it, say it with your full chest. So, Oga, Madam, this is what you need to do now. Even though the offer, even though the call to action that you have might come with babies, might have a level 1, level 2, maybe options and all of that, but there must be one solid, clear call to action. What do you want your client to do next? Where do you want to go from here? How do you want the relationship to progress? It is up to you to do that, to make that step, because hey, you are the one cutting, you are the one reaching out, you are the one with the seeking for that attention. Now you've got the attention. What are you going to do with it? So you've been telling this story. It is time for us to know what happens next. Does the villain die? Does the hero die? It's up to you. You are the storyteller. You let us know how this story should end. Do you want your client to pay for something right now? Do you want them to sign up for something right now? Do you want them to, take this next step right now? Where do you want to go from here? Do you have something more important than your client? I doubt. You won't come this far to say, no, I have something else. Let's meet later. No, you need to do something right now. Make sure there is a right now attached to your offer. Okay. So if your client is not able to make that, right now, give them an option that they can probably do something within the next 2 hours, 3 days, expand on it. But of course, you need to make sure that you place all your cards on the table, because there is money waiting for you to collect. All right, this is how we end today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from today's episode. If you did, hey, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Did you enjoy this? Do you still have any questions? Hey, feel free to write to me. If your question is so good, I'm going to do an entire episode just for you. So write to me. I want to hear from you. And of course, if you're looking to launch your next service business, or you're thinking about the best strategy to launch, girl, you need to book me right now. Use the link on my bio or description to book a strategic and clarity session with me, so we can pick the right strategy to launch that service, that business, without mistakes. All right. Next up, if you're someone who always procrastinates, you know yourself, you have an idea, you have a project that has been sitting on your mind for so long, or your desk for so long, and you've not been able to take action. You need to belong to an accountability circle where you get to be held accountable with activities and actionable steps. Yes, I am admitting only 25 people per month to belong to this group where you get to take action. If you are such person, don't waste any time. Use the link on my bio or description right now to sign up, because hey, the slots are filling up fast. And of course, this is the year when we want women to achieve much. So what are you waiting for? Don't waste any time. Take action right now. Take action right now. Time waits for no one. We're not here to waste time. All right. Until my next episode, when we start to expand on the various ways and opportunities that are in different services. But remember that it's okay to be different.